We got a Hastier over for the team one coming back in. Oh, I kind of like the helm. I like the helm you had, but I like this one too. That original good old crown. I think it's like was it Bonnie that first started wearing the crown, or was it like somebody else before him? Because sometimes like usually there's somebody else that inspires the crown or whatever. Gotta be it. I'm really him. I am really him. I like the whole setup. Look at that. The weapon matches the rest of the mug. And you got the shadow flame in your eyes and the shadow flame belching out of your weapon. Kevin on the monk. We got ourselves Monty over here as a demon hunter with Rosie back in versus Hockey over on the team 2. Ready to go. Is that a different tabard? Or is it the same tabard as last time? I don't remember anymore. Got ourselves Linthania. We got Madara gonna be first up over on the Warlock. Immediately bounced on by Rosie the cat. Trying to see if he can sing those teeth, sing those claws in. Immediate trinket out of the Mortal Coil for Madara. This could be an opportunity to get some kind of CC. Full Convoke interrupted Madara. Madara just taking huge bites. Trying to get some dots going. But once the Feral Druid, I mean, as soon as he kicked you, right? As soon as he interrupted you, he could just go in full blast, and there's not much you can do unless you can somehow port. And this is not much you can do in that situation. That just seemed like a lot going on at once. Chicago backing on the enhancement PRF in the back as a Monkus. Are you on the Monk now instead of a Rogue? I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Monk's apparently really good. Rosie blasted out by Chicago. Elemental Blast. Got himself wall available. Should be able to give himself a little survivability. Lasso catching the Feral. Wall does hold on for quite a bit there. But the L Blast goes on through. Got himself a bit of healing. Bear form. Heart of the Wild, having to use everything he can just to survive this, looking for a Cyclone, maybe trying to get a juke kick, grounding totem out for Chicago. That's going to be an interrupt onto Rosie, just trying to get some kind of CC. I like the CC chain, by the way. I like it. Bash got himself full clone, unless it's Trinket. Knockback instead, Cyclone, Trinket? No, not Trinket, not Trinket. Chicago's taking quite a bit of damage though, hold on. Rosie's looking quite healthy, but Chicago's health is not doing great. They can go for some healing, but them bleeds of Feral Druid are doing a number. If you're not careful, they will do damage over time, and it's going to be great. Thorns around. Chicago better be very, very careful with those thorns. Instead, not being careful. Unleashing the full shamanistic rage right now. Trying to see if you can yoink Rosie back in, but it's going to place the totem on top of him. Trying to go for Cyclone. No grounding totem. Grounding totem was down for a second kick. That's going to be back in the bear form. Do you have enough to survive right now? If that elemental blast is so much and last to finish you off. Man, that's just a lot of pressure. I love the Cyclone plays. That is so aggressive. But yeah, that's just so much pressure. Kevin on the Worgen? Interesting. Wait. Wait, didn't Zueno want to play a Worgen monk for like ages and now we can actually do it? Is Zueno even around anymore? I used to get his videos recommended to me all the time, but I hope the guy's doing okay. No honor? Yeah. No honor. That is true. This is going to be Kevin trying to go for Whirling Dragon Punch, or rather... Punch? Paw? Claw? I feel like it should be a Whirling Dragon Claw for the Worgen or something, right? Because you got claws. I mean, you would imagine that would make your physical damage a little bit stronger. Got him some Soothing Mist. Why does that animation look so weird to Soothing Mist? I don't know why. I feel like they should have given like a proper Monk Soothing Mist animation for that. Or maybe they have it as like Mist Fever. I think it's only Windwalker doesn't get like a proper like full-on actual animation of Soothing Mist anymore, do they? Did full lasso into Kevin. He got full cooldowns. But he's having to play very, very defensively here. Chicago is able to force those defensives or offensive power into a more of a defensive play for Kevin, which is not great for the Monk. There's a lot of output for him. Monks do a ton of burst damage, and he's still trying to see if he can keep some damage going versus Chicago. Has got Fist of Fury, but it's going to zap right through it. Ring of Peace, and Chicago's able to lava lash him there with I Am Really Him. Gonna be up next as a survival hunter, giving Chicago an opportunity to catch a full-on breather. A Chicago mounted up. I still gotta go get Razageth, man. I haven't gotten this mount. I've got all the other ones so far. Literally all of them. No, I don't have that one Farak one. So it's still the original Farak one, not the Shadow Flame version, but the original. And then Razzie, dude. I need both. Lasso by Chicago. Really him trying to see if he can stabilize here a bit. Chicago full wall. Guardian is available. Trying to get some damage rolling versus him. Is he going to be able to do it though? Full, what is it? The Draenei Racial out in order to give himself a bit more healing. Trinket to follow, but it's going to be Freezing Chop right after. And it's kind of stuck in place. What is that weapon? Is that like the seasonal weapon? Mace one? Is that the caster one or is that the agility one? I know the fist weapon is one, but the other weapon is... Maybe just didn't get to Mog it yet? is kind of slowed down by the traps, though. Him trying to see if he can keep the pressure rolling to Chicago without really engaging in melee. Chicago catches him around the corner, leaping right in. Big Ella Blast to follow. Got a defensive, maybe a little bit late. That's going to be Death Shock on Chicago disarm, but he doesn't need weapons. Lightning Lasso maybe enough to take him out. Oh, with an Ella Blast at the end. As he went for the turtle, there was just no shot. Oh, man, that was so clutch. Chicago under a ton of pressure. Monzi trying to see if he can take him down already. He is stunned. Dust Shell shock him. It's going to be a perfect charge, perfect fell rush just to deny the knockback, and Chicago try to keep it all together as best as they can. Was that a hunt? No, not a completed hunt. So you can still go for a proper hunt. Chicago under a ton of pressure. Big eye beam, it's over. It's Monzi taking him out. Man, the Shaman just kept on trucking from one to the next to the next. Hockey trying to give you as much of an auto duel, but it's going to be a Monzi immediately charging a hunt right after. Hockey, wait a second. Coco Shadows. The man is under a ton of pressure. Hockey was just trying to see if he can say hello. He wasn't even trying to like attack you, but Monzi, I think he was like, you know what, I got some momentum. I'm just going to take it into the rogue. Just not going to let him do anything at all. Dark is down. Shiv is down for Hockey. As he got a bit of dots into Monzi, he's just not in a great spot. His health is not doing good. He got himself full immunity team. He needs to catch Hockey, catch up a little bit of healing. He needs to find the rogue. If the rogue goes in with a couple of garrotes and a rupture, it's over. And you try to go for Spectral, but the dots are still on. Yeah, at this point, he's got a terrified. Rogue could be anywhere. Trying to find him cheap shot, it's over. Yeah. Huh? What was that, Hockey? What was that fire thing you just did? Can you do that again? What was that? Gonna be a full stun to Haster. He got himself a quick fear onto Hockey if he could get himself stabilized so the rogue doesn't get a proper go. He'll be in a great spot. Hockey just trying to find himself any kind of recovery. PI after for Haster. Hockey walking in right in front of the tentacles, rooted down by even more tentacles. Full dots are in. Void Eruption can't do anything here. Doesn't have a cloak of shadows. You needed a cloak. Gouge really quickly trying to sprint away, but a shot over death is going to take you. With a void ball at the end, dots are still in. It's just over. That is so rough. We got to be at least a full game with Lantania or PRF going to be up next. From one rogue into the next, though. As Hachu is going to have to find a way to fight this one. This is an Outlaw rogue. More consistent damage. Plenty of CC. Not as much burst, not as much consistent burst. You definitely can get a lot of procs as Outlaw and burst somebody down really quickly with a bunch of between the eyes. It's a bunch of pistols left and right. But man, the consistent damage is going to be a lot scarier, I think. Cheap shot, full stuns are in, ambushes, double ambushes are going to hurt. There goes a full pistol shot go, as Haster is going to go for a dispersion, trying to nullify this damage, trying to chase after Lantania if possible, but he's going to vanish out of there, trying to see if he can stay in stealth. Well, you still see him. You picked up the eyes. I forgot that completely. It's going to go for a kick. And Shadow, that's going to be plenty of that's damage with ambushes and pistols for the rogue. Haster just trying to see if he catch up a little bit of healing. Void Torrent to follow. Lantania does not have a kick for this one. Blind right after, as Lantania is taking a bit of damage himself. Haster with a fear. Lantania does not have a trick anymore. Maybe for Haster, this could be an opportunity. There's going to be Cloak of Shadows. That Vampiric Brace does nothing for you. If you can get away from Lantania, you'll be maybe okay. Needs to catch up on healing. Flash heals are doing work. It's going to be the rogue swinging around. Quick Sap Arena. Haster has nothing left right now. You don't have a lot of health either. If you get himself a proper pistol shot combo. Not getting the procs. For Haster, this is an opportunity. Not getting procs. But still, look at that range damage. Another vanish. He got himself a second vanish just from cooldown reduction. It is wild. Halo by Haster does not hit Lantania, which because it doesn't hit stealthies. I wonder if the new version of Halo is going to hit stealthies though. Trinket out of Haster could be out. There's going to be a fear onto Lantania. I don't know if he's got a fear. He does have a fear. By the looks of it, he should have a fear. So if you could just live the next go by the rogue, you might be okay. Lantania not taking any damage, but the dots are keeping him out in the open. This gives Haster an opportunity to roll in, sweep in for a quick fear. Lantania does not have an out right now. Blind is going to give him a little bit of a CC chain onto Haster, but the pet keeping you in combat will not let Haster get sapped out. DPs are dropping in onto Lantania. Quite a bit of that sustained damage with the pet. He can't escape it at all. And it's going to be Kidney Shot onto Haster, does not have an answer. Actually, he does still hold on to Trinket until then. I thought he blew it up earlier. Evasion up for Lantania. Whatever defense you can throw out, the better. Full Insanity Mind Flayer. Lantania with a vanish. A little bit of a closer match between the Shadow Priest and an Outlaw rogue. I thought it was just going to be so one-sided. Lantania with a quick sap. Got himself a good go. Haster has himself defenses back up and available. And Lantania, I think, may have to wait out until they have a full-on Cloak of Shadows. Adrenaline Rush still rolling. See if you can catch yourself a re-stealth. Just to keep Adrenaline Rush rolling for as long as possible. This could give you a ton more sustain. Well, that's of a blind. He has a short blind. I forget. He's literally rolling a 45-second blind. So no wonder he has another reset with that one. Catches a restealth. Adrenaline is still rolling. If you see those like red shimmers, Adrenaline Rush is still rolling. That's a unique mechanic for Outlaw with a talent called Underhanded Upper Hand, where as long as you're in stealth, Adrenaline Rush does not lose uptime. And he's still trying to maximize that uptime. Even shadowy, what is it, subterfuge buff. It counts as stealth as well. So he's kind of chaining it with a dancer. Follow Haitian does not have a lot of health to work with. Might be a total trouble. Cloaker Shadows for Lithenia does have a fear, but no, it doesn't matter. The rogue finds himself the combos and just plunges the Shadow Priest into the ground. Chicago picking up 3. Haitian holding the fort and his team doing the very best he can. But man, that was a tough one. Let's get us another one going here, boys. Yeah. Let's see. Do I need more? You guys need more homies? Let's try to see if we can get some more bodies in here.